on to the next no-brainer film. Resident Evil Retribution, released in 2012. Again, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Up to this point, I think he ought to shoot this guy in the head for directing and ruining the Resident Evil video game movies. There's really not a whole lot to tell. Resident Evil Retribution just kind of starts off right after what Resident Evil Afterlife did as well. Okay, because up to this point, that Alice's T-virus infection is taken away from her by Albert Wexler at the beginning of the film, and you kind of see this really crappy wannabe Matrix part of it when the ship is falling down and everything, and it's just really, it's, oh my god, it looks straight up like a video game, and she's just trying to stop the Umbrella Corporation, and she has to, Umbrella up to this point, if there's any story to really tell, there's not really any plot of this movie at all, really, honestly, it's just a video game type movie, but I really actually like this one. I might get some thumbs down for this, but I actually like Resident Evil Retribution. So Alice ends up going to different parts of the Umbrella, the hive, another hive-like facility that's located underground that has places like Moscow, New York, and Tokyo, Japan simulations. Okay, and then and I love the beginning of this film. I think if they would have kept it like in the neighborhood in the beginning of the viral outbreak of zombie plague, I think this movie would have worked, because you see Alice. Like, there's just no story in this film, but anyways, you see Alice as a mom. She's married to Carlos Oliveira in this movie. It's kind of like an alternate reality kind of thing, and she has a little girl. She's her daughter, and of course the zombies bust in, and it gets really good, and you get to see Rain on this film, returning Michelle Rodriguez. Why the hell she returned, I have no idea. She didn't want to do the other one, so it makes you wonder why. I don't know. So, and there's a lot of returning characters on this movie, a lot of the ones for the original Resident Evil, and you get to see a lot of the returning people, including Jill Valentine on this movie. She's being controlled by the Umbrella Corporation on this little spider-like device that's located right there by her chest. So, like I said, if you're looking for a story, there is no story on this movie. If you're looking for acting, there's not really acting on this movie. If you're looking for consistent, cohesive feel in the film, throw it out the window, because this film does not have any of that. So it's just basically, and we get introduced to another really popular character in the Resident Evil video games on this movie, the Japanese girl. She's on this movie. It was pretty awesome, and then you get to see a lot of also Silent Hill references and then you actually saw that in the last Resident Evil Afterlife movie. So, like I said, there's not really anything going on in this movie. They're just kind of going from level to level, like if you're playing a video game, level 1, level 2, level 3. You got to go on these different missions, and that's basically what this movie's about. Because up to this point, Umbrella has been experimenting with real people, and a lot of people have died up to this point. I don't even know how they experiment with people, because up to this point, the zombie plague has already destroyed mankind. I don't get it. See what I'm talking about? The inconsistencies, and you see a little end fight between Jill Valentine taking on Alice, as well as Alice taking on Rain in this film, and so Michelle Rodriguez plays two different people in this movie, because there's clones of everybody on this movie. I think they need to what they need to stop cloning is Paul W.S. Anderson directing these films. Maybe if they stop making clones of him, it might work. Anyway. Oh gosh, this guy's, to me, is just a very. This movie's just really flashy. A lot of action. A lot of limited CGI effects. And there's not too much shaky cam on this movie. Like I said, this is probably the second Resident Evil movie that I have or third actually, that I really actually liked This is kind of like a guilty pleasure film for me, and I still like it. I like watching Retribution. Okay, and I give this movie a 7 out of 10 because like I said, if you're looking for thought, you're not gonna find it on this movie. Okay, if you like this video, like and comment and share and subscribe to the Film View Network. And okay, this is the final stop here for my Resident Evil, and I hope you guys liked my comment on all my Resident Evil uploads that I'll be doing right now, but very shortly. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys real soon. As I'm gonna do by special request, The Conjuring 2. See you guys soon. Bye.